So with a show of hands, how many of you have been to the Greensboro Coliseum? Well, that's a lot of people. The Greensboro Coliseum can seat 23,500 people. Now, just imagine 4 of these coliseums full of people. That's close to about 100,000 people. Now, that's a lot of people. As an active member of Shared Hope International, there's 100,000 domestic minors that are in 100,000 domestic minor sex trafficking. That means 100,000 people per year under the age of 18 have sex trafficking problems. Sex trafficking of minors is a problem in the United States. As I conversed with a few of you last week, many of you wondered, how does it happen and why does it happen here and what can we do to stop it? First and foremost, sex trafficking, is mainly because there's a demand in it in the United States. It's not as predominant internationally. Sorry, I said that wrong. It's not as predominant here as it is internationally, but there is still a lot of problems here in the U.S. Mainly, the traffickers target minors on the internet, such as Facebook and MySpace. So how many of you have Facebook or MySpace? Which is the majority of the class. And I'm sure you're wondering, how does it happen? Well, a lot of the girls it's predominantly girls, and a lot of the girls that are attracted to traffickers because they have received gifts, they have received compliments, and a lot of attention from traffickers. And another word for traffickers, I'm sure a lot of you have heard in mainstream media, are pimps. Have y'all heard of pimps? Yes. So that's one reason why sex trafficking happens, because there's a demand for it. If there's a demand, there's always a supply. Also, sadly, traffickers appear in family settings. Can you guys imagine your parents forcing you for sexual actions in return for something else? I'm sure you can't, but there are families that do it. Now, you asked, how do we stop this? Well, in Shared Hope International, it's an organization working toward the elimination of sex trafficking for women and children. Many targeted children are only, like I said, between 11 and 14 years old. Young adults are more susceptible to targeting than people older than 18. We host campaigns such as Kids Are Not For Sale in Vegas, Chicago, and DC. So in order to stop trafficking, we must educate individuals of the problem. Kimberly Cottrell reported that around 70% of prostitutes today were introduced to prostitution as a child, again between the age of 11 and 14. 70% of prostitutes today over the age of 18 began as a prostitute between the age of 11 and 14. In order to stop trafficking, people must have knowledge and education in order to deal with it. So, again, sex trafficking is because of demand or greed and ignorance of the people in the United States. Domestic minor sex trafficking victims are not criminals, they're victims. Many people see them as criminals because of other delinquent charges. So, Shared Hope International website, please check out the website if you're interested in helping to stop domestic trafficking of minors.